Hello, very warm welcome. French qualifying reaction as Max produces a special lap and takes pole position. We saw a special lap in practice 3 and we've seen once again the Dutchman shine. What a talent, a future world champion we already know, and he really is taking the fight to Mercedes. This is a Mercedes track and Max is on pole. Unbelievable. Exciting qualifying ahead given what happened in practice 3. Then we see a red flag straight away as Yuki Tsunoda comes through turn 1, completely loses the car, and another big mistake by Yuki Tsunoda. Don't really know what's going on with Yuki Tsunoda. 1 minute he's really good, like Bahrain and Baku, and then he's clumsy, like Imola and France. Then Mick Schumacher. Now I don't agree with this. I don't think this is fair. Mick Schumacher was P13. He crashes in the wall. That brings out the red flag. And he gets through to Q2, but he can't participate in Q2 because he's destroyed the car. So I don't think that's very fair, that. But what can you do about it? Into Q2 we go, and Esteban Ocon, who actually signed a 3-year extension till 2024, P11, but actually in hindsight that might not be a bad position to start from because he gets choice of tyres. Bottas was P1, and then into Q3 Max goes on provisional pole by a country mile, and then he improves even more. He's a special talent, and he's a breath of fresh air for F1. I mean, just think, if we didn't have Max, like, F1 would be boring. And finally, that has been Red Bull's downfall. They've only got one pole. Qualifying, they've actually bottled it quite a lot this season. Finally, they've actually got what they deserve, which is a pole. So France qualifying reaction, Max with a special lap, Tsunoda and Schumacher's spin. Qualifying start, have to give it Max. Pretty simple, straightforward. So P1 Max. This is a Mercedes track, and he's on pole with ease. P2 Lewis Hamilton, and I'm actually happy with P2. He's been behind Bottas all weekend, and when it comes to qualifying, he's delivered a good lap there. I'm happy with that. Given the odds, Bottas and Lewis switching chassis, very strange. I don't understand it. P3 Valtteri Bottas. He's had the edge all weekend. When it comes to the big quali, he's P3. P4 Baku race winner Sergio Perez. He's where he needs to be, but obviously Red Bull would prefer him on the front row. 5th, and probably another qualifying star, Carlos Sainz. Had the edge on Charles Leclerc all weekend. P6 Pierre Gasly, home race, and once again delivers in that AlphaTauri. P7 Charles Leclerc, he's been nowhere. P8 Lando Norris, outqualifies Ricciardo. 9th, Fernando Alonso, who's been impressive this weekend. 10th, Daniel Ricciardo. Yep, into Q3 for Danny Rick, but he will go from 10th. 11th, Esteban Ocon, a new 3-year deal, his home race, and the team's home race. And he goes from 11th, and will have choice of tyres, so, yeah. P12, Sebastian Vettel. Aston Martin really do not look quick round this circuit. 13th, Antonio Giovinazzi. Now, I was bigging up Giovinazzi at the start of the season, and he's improved massively. And I predicted at the start of the season he'll beat Kimi Räikkönen in the drivers. It was a bold call, but once again he's ahead of Kimi. 14th, Mr. Saturday George Russell. 15th, Mick Schumacher. Now, I don't think it's fair that he crashes the car and he goes through. And people will be praising him for his best qualifying, but he actually crashed a car. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a bit unfair myself. 16th, Nicholas Latifi. Almost got into Q2. He missed out by 0.02. 17th, Kimi Räikkönen. Obviously not helped by the Mick Schumacher red flag. 18th, Mazepin. The red flag has affected all these drivers. Lance Stroll, 19th. Basically got his lap time deleted, and then he was going for another run. He backed out of it. Then one final run, Mick Schumacher brings out a red flag, so you can't go quicker. otherwise it's a slam dunk. 20th and last, Yuki Tsunoda, as he came through turn 1 and completely lost the car, hit the rear wing, and the rear wing was moving about like crazy. Very strange. Really looking forward to the race tomorrow. We've got Max, Lewis on the front row, going down into turn 1. Can we finally have a good race at Paul Ricard, please? 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 Or is it going to be snooze fest for 53 laps? Qualifying will probably be more exciting than the race, but it's a special lap, once again, by the Dutch sensation, Max. I just pray for a good race tomorrow. Join me tomorrow for race reaction. Comment down below, we'll always reply. Adios. Max on pole for the French Grand Prix.